Imagine a city with no cars, no pollution, no streets, a place where artificial intelligence runs daily life and mirrored skyscrapers stretch across the desert for 75 miles. Sounds like science fiction, right? Well, it's not. Saudi Arabia is building it right now, and it's called Neom, a $1 trillion mega project rising from the sands of Tabak province. But why? Why build a futuristic city in the middle of nowhere? Is this a bold leap into the future or a geopolitical power move? Let's dive into the story behind Neom, the city that could change everything. Before we dive into this wild story, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. It's free, takes a second, and helps us keep making deep dive videos just like this one. Neom is the brainchild of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, often referred to as MBS. It's part of Saudi Vision 2030, a sweeping plan to diversify the kingdom's economy away from oil. Here's the problem. Saudi Arabia's wealth has long depended on fossil fuels, but with global shifts toward renewables and declining oil demand, the kingdom knows it needs a plan B. This city isn't just a real estate project, it's a symbol, a declaration that Saudi Arabia wants to be seen as a tech powerhouse, a tourism magnet, and a global innovation hub. But there's more. Neom is also a political statement. It says, we're not just surviving the future, we're building it. And there's a deeper strategic layer. Neom is located near the Red Sea, at the intersection of global trade routes. Saudi Arabia wants to transform this region into a logistics and tech corridor that rivals Silicon Valley or Shenzhen. By attracting foreign investment, global talent, and cutting-edge industries, the kingdom aims to reposition itself not just as a supplier of oil, but as a leader in innovation, sustainability, and urban design. There's also a demographic urgency. Over 60% of Saudi Arabia's population is under 30. Neom is designed to create high-skilled jobs in AI, biotech, robotics, and clean energy, industries that could anchor the country's future economy. It's not just about buildings, it's about building a new identity. Neom isn't one city, it's a region the size of Albania. Over 26,000 square kilometers of desert, mountains, and coastline. It's made up of several futuristic zones. The Line, a 170-kilometer-long linear city with mirrored walls. No cars, no roads, just high-speed rail and vertical living. It's designed to house 9 million people and run on 100% renewable energy. Oxagon, a floating industrial hub shaped like an octagon. It's meant to revolutionize manufacturing and logistics. Trojena, a mountain resort with skiing, wellness retreats, and outdoor adventures. Yes, skiing in Saudi Arabia. Sindola, a luxury island destination in the Red Sea aimed at attracting elite tourists and global investors. Neom promises AI-driven governance, robotic caretakers, and climate-controlled environments. It's like Dubai meets Blade Runner with a dash of utopia. But here's the catch. Neom is expected to cost over $1 trillion. That's more than 25 times Saudi Arabia's annual budget, and it's already facing serious challenges. Delays. As of 2025, only 1% of the line is expected to be completed by 2030. Funding issues, falling oil revenues, and rising costs have forced Saudi Arabia to seek debt financing and foreign investment. Human rights concerns. Around 20,000 members of the Huayta tribe are being forcibly relocated to make way for Neom. Some have protested, some have died. So while Neom is marketed as virgin land, it's far from empty. And the cost isn't just financial, it's human. And then there's the labor force. Like many Gulf megaprojects, Neom is being built largely by foreign guest workers, many from South Asia and Africa. These workers often face harsh conditions, long hours in extreme heat, limited rights, and cramped living quarters. Labor watchdogs have raised concerns about wage theft, lack of safety protocols, and restricted mobility. Neom claims to be a green city. It promises 100% renewable energy, zero carbon emissions, and a minimal ecological footprint. But building a megacity in a fragile desert ecosystem comes with serious environmental risks. Construction impact. The sheer scale of building mirrored skyscrapers, underground infrastructure, and artificial islands will disrupt local habitats and wildlife corridors. Carbon footprint. While Neom aims to be carbon neutral in operation, the embodied carbon from construction materials like steel and concrete is enormous. Biodiversity threats. The Red Sea coastline is home to coral reefs, sea turtles, and endangered species. Increased shipping, tourism, and dredging could cause irreversible damage. On land, desert flora and fauna, already adapted to harsh conditions, face habitat fragmentation and displacement. Water stress. Neom is being built in one of the driest regions on Earth. So where will the water come from? The answer: desalination. Neom plans to rely heavily on desalinating seawater from the Red Sea, But desalination is energy intensive and produces brine, a salty byproduct that, if not properly managed, can harm marine ecosystems. The process also requires massive infrastructure and constant energy input, raising questions about long-term sustainability. And while Neom promises to use renewable energy to power these systems, the scale of water demand, from construction to daily life, for millions of residents, could strain both energy and environmental resources. In short, building a futuristic oasis in the desert isn't just an engineering challenge. It's an ecological gamble. Is Neom just a city, or is it a power play? Some analysts believe Saudi Arabia is using Neom to position itself as a global leader in tech, tourism, and sustainability. It's a way to attract foreign talent, investors, and influence. Think about it. If Neom succeeds, it could rival Silicon Valley, Singapore, or even Shenzhen. It could reshape the Middle East's image, from oil-rich autocracy to innovation-driven futurism. But others see it as a vanity project, a monument to ambition, a city built more for headlines than for people. So, is Saudi Arabia trying to take over the world? Not exactly, but it's definitely trying to redefine its place in it. Neom is bold, it's visionary, it's risky. If it works, it could solve urban problems like pollution, congestion, and climate impact. It could inspire a new generation of smart cities, but if it fails, it could become the world's most expensive ghost town. The truth is, Neom is a gamble, a $1 trillion bet on the future. And whether it pays off depends on time, technology, and trust. Execution means building real communities, not just shiny facades. Ethics means treating workers fairly and respecting those displaced. And evidence? That's tracking what matters. Carbon, water, biodiversity, safety, affordability. There's a version of Neom that changes the game. And there's another that ends up like Forest City in Malaysia, a $100 billion smart city that now stands eerily empty. Or Naypyidaw, Myanmar's capital, built for millions but hauntingly deserted. The difference: governance, transparency, and timing. Mega projects often stumble early. Neom's been scaled back already, but that's not failure. That's a chance to adapt, to build smarter, and to earn trust. In the end, Neom is a mirror, reflecting our hopes and our blind spots. It could be a blueprint for the future or a cautionary tale of ambition without accountability. So, what do you think? Is Neom the city of tomorrow or a mirage in the desert? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more stories that challenge the way we see the world.